Welcome back to the Campus Life. My name is Sally Sutole, and on today's show, we have a young entrepreneur all the way from Johannesburg in Germiston. And she is in the cosmetic industry, and guess what? She is only 22 years old, but she is the CEO and founder of Luyanda Kosmetics. Well, I'm so excited to find out more about the products sitting on this table. So if we don't want to waste any time, let's just get right into it. Luyanda, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Well,
so excited.
Thank you so much. I'm quite excited to be delving deep into this conversation. But just before that, I want to find out, who are you? What are you all about? Where do you come from?
So my name is Luyanda Ketelo. I am from Germiston, Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Johannesburg. I'm a Johannesburg girl.
Okay, Johannesburg
I'm a
girl.
Johannesburg girl to the core. And I am a student. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a content creator. And most importantly, I'm God's favorite daughter.
Okay.
I noticed, right? And yeah, like I am a creative. I am a go-getter. And I am an advocate for women. I really believe that women can do anything, and I always try to be an example of that. Like, if you put your mind on something and you put in the work, you can achieve absolutely anything you want in the world.
No, I like that. I like that. So many elements attached to your life, but I just want to find out, how was your upbringing like? How was your childhood?
So I was a Gogo's baby. I grew up with my grandparents until I was like 15, where I moved in with my parents. And growing up, I was a really happy child. Not very problematic. I liked, I was a strut Macy, but that's because I have such a big personality, I always wanted to be outside, very big dancer. I used to, people would call me to the circle and they're like, dance, and then they give me money. So I think I've always liked money also.
Yeah.
I think money has always been a mission for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I grew up seeing my grandparents, working in the corporate world and just watching them complain about how difficult it is, how challenging, how toxic the environments are. I just knew that I don't want that for myself. And if I was to create something, it would not look like what they were going through. If I open my own company and I have employees, I really want to cultivate a healthy environment, which is what I'm working towards now.
So you're 22.
Yes.
Still a student.
Yep.
Where exactly?
UJ, the business school, APB. So yeah, I'm a student. And my mom was saying the other day that, girl, you've been like a go-getter your whole life. Like from grade 1 up until now, I've been in the top 10. And she's like, I don't know how you do it, because you also like being outside. And I'm like, it's a balance, it's discipline. You focus on the things that you want and you make time for the things that you want. So yeah.
But how are you managing business life, being a young adult, and also being a student? I mean, that's a lot to manage.
I'm a superhero.
Okay, superhero in the building.
I think I plan. I have anxiety, and I think for some reason that really helps me get my life together. I know that, okay, if I don't do this on time, I will not sleep. So it's best for me to get ahead of it and work hard. Obviously, there's a hard balance, because with my peers, we like to be outside, we like to have fun, but there are sacrifices that I have to make in order for the Luyanda 10 years from now to look back and be like, girl, you ate that. You ate that one little thing. So yeah, that's literally what how I manage my time. It's not easy. It's really not easy, sometimes just having to stay at home and study instead of going to a party is like, I'm literally just a girl that's 22, but I understand that the reward at a later stage will be worth it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But now I'm really interested. How did the birth of Luyanda Kosmetics come about? Where did it all begin? Where did it all start?
So growing up, I was very popular.
Yeah.
I was what we call now an it girl in high school, and I always had lip gloss. I always had lip gloss on me. The teachers knew that Luyanda and her lip gloss all the time in class, but they couldn't do anything because at least she passes. And I always complained oh, this formula is too runny, this one's too sticky, this one doesn't last. And my friend was annoyed, I guess, and she was like, girl, just make your own. And I was like,
actually,
I don't think it's impossible. And from there on, I spent 3 years just researching, working on different formulas, and then just after my matric year, I launched my business.
Oh wow, Congratulations. So which year exactly did you launch this?
2021. So it's been 3 years.
But how was the process like? You mean researching? Where did it all start in terms of like, who did you know, or how did you know that this is are the people that I need to go to, or the specialists that need to, like, you know, put things together to make the lipstick and so forth? Like, where did you get all that information from? Because I feel like a lot of people want to start things, but they don't know where to go, like where to start. So how did you start?
So for me, I just needed to be clear first on what it is I'm trying to achieve, which at first was just lip gloss. Like my goal was literally just lip gloss. And I was like, okay, I want lip gloss. I want my packaging to look like this. So I have to find someone to help me create a logo. But as far as the formula, it was a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of money trying to come up with this amazing formula.
Yeah.
But it's literally research. So YouTube, like there's nothing you can't find on YouTube. And I've seen like most American females do a lot of like lip gloss beauty things. So I was like, okay, what are they doing? Like, what are they focusing on? What are they looking for? And then I'd look like to more specialists, like what products are not good for your lips, what chaps your lips, what makes them burn. And then I started looking for my manufacturer, which then we were working back and forth, and he'd send me samples, and I was like, nah, this is not the one. And then it was literally just 3 years of me saying, no, this ain't it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is it. I was like, no, I know what I want, and this is not it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of trial and error. I think most people go into business thinking they're going to get it right the first time, but you need a lot of grit. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you need a lot of grit, because you will fall down a couple of times. But for me, it was never really about me. Like starting my business, I knew like, I wanted people to feel how I felt when I had lip gloss on. The confidence, the feeling like I can take over the world, the superhero feeling. That's what I wanted people to feel when they put on my lip gloss. And I think that I'm well on my way.
Oh, I like that. You know, speaking about trial and error, I just want us to dive deeper into the challenges that you have overcome, you know, in having this on the table, having this in the market. What were some of the challenges that you had to overcome?
So starting off, how I started, and like as far as funding for my business, I was very fortunate that fresh out of high school, I had a really high paying job. And I was 18, I didn't really have responsibilities, you know, so I was like, okay, I have this idea and I'm making money, God's plan. Let me just, you know, launch my business. So I had an amazing business, I had an amazing product, but I didn't have the financial literacy of how you manage a business. So I was like, okay, my things are selling out, I'm rich now. And then I started splurging instead of reinvesting into the business, and I had to close down for a while. And it was a very hard time. That took a knock on my mental health. I was so depressed. But I feel like when you build something yourself from scratch, you can always rebuild it. And it was a lesson that I learned that, okay, so we need accounting systems in place. When profits come, you don't just eat them and you go shopping and you go to Zara and you have fun. You have to put them back into the business. That's how the business grows. So when I got a second chance using, again, my job, I was like, okay, this time I'm going to do it right. And it's been 3 years now of me doing it right and, you know, growing my product category, because with one of these products, I literally launched them in December, and it's selling out with men, which is like ironic. It's like, whoa. So I really have something good that is all inclusive for everyone, which is always what I've aimed for.
Okay, so we have lipsticks here. Just tell me, what is so special about Luyanda Cosmetics? What's so special about this lipstick?
So it's how it makes you feel.
Oh, okay.
So that's a lip matte, and then these two are glosses. So how you feel like when you apply it, because it's such a quality, even the packaging, it's so slick, it's so timeless. You want to show it off because it looks so classic, so timeless. I think like it cultivates a certain type of confidence within you. Like, I'm an LK baddie. I call my customers LK baddie. So it's like, if you're not an LK baddie, what are you doing with your life? They pride themselves in being LK baddies more than like just the product itself. I try not sell a product specifically, and more of like a lifestyle of, we're LK baddies, we get to the bag, we work hard, we focus on God, we focus on our goals, you know. And it's nice being an LK baddie, because who doesn't want to be driven and, you know, successful? So, yeah.
You know, speaking about this, let's speak of some of the downside of lip products, right? Because I had a conversation with a friend who was using lipstick, I don't know from where, and her skin, well, her lips started burning, dark spots started developing and so forth. Do your products maybe help with that, or what's happening? Like, do you provide certain kind of a remedy or lip therapy to, you know, our lips?
So the lip care kit, the small pink one,
Yeah.
is literally for that. So my sister also cheated on my brand. And she ended up having a similar problem where her lips were chapped, they were getting burnt, and I was like, you know what, this is like right up my avenue, and I've always like taking care of my lips beyond the lip gloss, so I've always scrubbed my lips. I was literally always that girl that just took care of her appearance. So I was like, okay, I'm going to branch into something that can help that even more, but I don't want it to be two separate products, which is how I came up with the lip scrub and the lip mask, which is designed to help hyperpigmentation, chapped lips. I know like some people who smoke cigarettes also like have said that it has helped them with the pigmentation that comes. I don't know if it's the burning of the smoke, but that helps. And most importantly, like people don't really check like the product, the type of things they put into the formula. So I'm very meticulous with that. Like I feel like lips are such an important part of your appearance.
Yeah,
it's
of
like one of the first things you see. Like I know what I'm saying. So I don't play like with people's faces. So I make sure. Like it took me another 2 years to finalize this after my sister cheated on my brand. And yeah, so this is what it does. It really helps with that. I do like want to go beyond. Yes, we can look pretty, but if the underneath health isn't like as good, then the lip gloss won't be as effective.
Yeah. No, I love that. But you said that a lot of people are buying your products. And how are you advertising your products? I mean, what platforms are you using to let people know that, hey, there's Luyanda Kosmetics here?
Everything. So because I'm a content creator, I've found that has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I can always say, I'll shoot a video and be like, oh, I'm wearing this product. But besides from that, the business does have its own personal Facebook, Instagram. It has its own website. It has its own TikTok, Pinterest. So we really are on multiple platforms, and we interact very directly with our consumers because, again, like we're trying to build a lifestyle, a community where your confidence is cultivated. And sometimes you really need advice like, oh, this is my skin tone. What can I use? And that's what our social media platforms are there for.
So how has the world of social media helped your business?
It has helped me a lot because I'm not a physical store. So all of my marketing is literally done on social media and reverted to my website, you know. From comments to people writing recommendations to people doing reviews, to TikTok trends, which landed me here. So, you know, it has helped my business a lot, which I'm appreciative of because I'm also a content creator and I do enjoy creating content. So creating content and seeing people like what I am so passionate about so much, like brings me like a certain type of satisfaction, you know. So yeah, social media has definitely played a pivotal role in my marketing and the marketing budget.
Yeah. No, I love that. But now let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future. The future of Luyanda Kosmetics. How is it looking like? How is the landscape?
We're going international.
Okay, let's go.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. We're going international. I do really believe that I have something really good to offer. And the world deserves to see it. The world deserves to experience it. And I would like other different cultures, you know, to see that, oh, South Africa has real talent, you know, to see that African girlies are not limited to their circumstances or their upbringing. And for girls like me who grew up with their gogos, to see that, listen, if you put your mind to something, you can achieve everything. But I would definitely like being international, having stores, having pop-ups. I already do pop-ups. If you follow our Instagram page, you'll see that sometimes we host events, pool parties, where we just gather and we take pictures, they try the products, some people purchase. So I already do those little pop-ups and activations. But definitely going international. Sephora, hit me up. I'd love for Sephora to hit me up. And yeah, and of course, like locally, you know, you have to start at home. Charity
Yeah.
starts at home. So locally, I am already working on having my products in other retailers.
Are we possibly going to see an expansion of the business and see more products, not just lip and stuff? Maybe some
I am
mascara, maybe some blushes.
a little bit of blush, a little bit
Yeah.
of everything. Yes, I'm working on dropping makeup brushes in like 2 months' time. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. But I am expanding my product category. I just always feel like before you go into something, you need to really do your due diligence.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just delve into something because I'm like, oh, okay, this demand or this is what's popular, and then end up, you know, messing with people's appearance. So
Yeah.
I knew that I was really good at this.
Yeah.
So it was easy to start with lips. But now I'm coming out of my comfort zone, which is a learning curve for me again,
Yeah.
because you never stop learning in life.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely blushes. By the end of the year, blushes,
Okay.
eyeshadow,
Okay.
and makeup brushes.
Okay.
So save your coins.
All right.
Save your coins, okay, baddies, because yeah, you. I think people are gonna fall in love with my
Yeah.
brand. I think I really, really have something great to offer.
I like that. I like that. But just before we go into the social media handles and where people can find your product exactly, I want you to speak to a young girl, not just a young girl, but I want you to speak to a young person who wants to start a business. And what would you say to them?
I would say there's going to be a lot of people who instill doubt in you. There's going to be a lot of people who project their own personal insecurities and failures onto you. If you truly believe that this is what you want to do and you can accomplish it, and with God, because God really helps, like I always say, being rooted in God has helped me overcome so much. So if you take it up with God, you pray, you bring your plans to God, and you believe in yourself, because believing in yourself is so essential. People are going to talk. People are going to call your business a little business until you're on Forbes. So you need to believe in yourself, shut out the noise, tunnel vision, focus, and put in the work, and there is nothing that you can't achieve.
Oh, yeah, I like that. So lastly, where can people find your products, the name of your website, where can we purchase?
Okay, so our website is www.luyandakosmetics.net. And our social medias are also all across. So Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok are all Luyanda Kosmetics with the K.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Luyanda, for joining us today. I really, really appreciate it. And I just can't wait to see your product going international.
I can't wait. Thank you so much for having me, Sally. It's been a great pleasure.
Oh, man, I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we leave it for today. Luyanda Kosmetics, listen, it is going international sooner or later. Well, this is where we leave the episode. Until I see you next time on the Campus Live, my name is Sudisi Tole. Goodbye.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.